That makes you just as bad as that.
So, welcome back. My name is Abigail Grace, or Abby, if you're new. So, this week, as promised in last week's video, my roommate is picking my books. So, she's already let me know and selected the books for this week. And we are going to start with Summer in the City by Alex Astor. And I've had this on my TBR for a minute. It's been on my shelf. It came out in like April or May. So it's a little short romance. I've heard good things. Everyone who's read it has really liked it. I've read some of Alex's, like her fantasy stuff, but obviously this is her debut contemporary romance. So we're gonna give it a go. The other books I will reveal as they come, but each book is a different genre, so that's fun. We'll get some different genres in this video and read some books that I probably wouldn't have picked for myself, but last time we did this video, I think I gave all of the books that she picked like 5 stars. So I'm feeling excited, and we're starting with an easy one because some of the other ones are less so. So, Summer in the City, we will start with. I don't even know what this is about. 27-year-old screenwriter Elle has the chance of a lifetime to write a big budget movie set in New York City. The only problem, she said, writer's block for months, and her screenplay is due at the end of the summer. One summer, one wall apart, he needs to fake a buzzy relationship. Fake dating!
It's like close proximity, fake dating, like doing activities together. It's like
love.
So fun.
Love. And I honestly love anything set in New York. Like I know lots of things are set in New York, but anytime I'm like eating it up. Something about New York is just such a fun setting. I love to live vicariously, and it sounds like, as much as fake dating I feel like has been maybe overdone, I also, anytime I see it, I'm like, so
I'm seeking it out.
I'm seeking it out, like so excited.
In one bed.
Exactly. It's like not rare, but it feels like it a little bit. So it's 8:45 on Tuesday. So I don't know how far I'll get into this today, but it probably won't take me long to finish it, considering it's less than 300 pages. So that's all for now. I'll give you an update when there's something to say.
They don't show you what he's capable of handling. That makes you just as bad as that.
What is this?
Wow. Hard.
Brother fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Okay, I have done horrible at vlogging me reading these books. I did finish Summer in the City. I ended up giving it 2.75, so essentially 3 stars. And it was good. It was like funny, it was lighthearted, it was like what you want from just like a romance. Very simple. Elle is a screenwriter, and she moves back to New York for the summer, and her next door neighbor is a like tech mogul. He's like very rich. I want to say like billionaire, but I really have no idea if it's millionaire or billionaire. And they had like a bad experience a few years ago, so she like automatically doesn't like him, and he basically comes up with this idea where they will like fake date so that he can get good publicity surrounding this like merger that's happening with his company. And he will go with her to the settings of her new movie to help give her inspiration. So they're like helping each other out. They make a little deal about it. And it's basically just about them spending the summer in New York. There's some like they go to a baseball game. They go to Gramercy Park. There's a lot of like New York City fun things that they do. And basically her hang up is she hates that he's rich, like that he has money, and he like she feels like anytime he gets her anything, he's like buying her, like he's like, oh, I got you this, so then you have to like whatever. And she hates that, which I'm like, okay, valid in some ways, but also like this man is buying you the house of your dreams. Like, you don't turn that down. She's like, she wanted to buy it for herself. Like, she didn't want a man to have to do that for her. I'm like, okay, sure, but like, this was a nice gesture. Anyway, that was a little annoying. So it is 2.75 for me. I will try and do better about keeping you updated for the next book, which I have already started, The Rachel Incident. I'm about 40% through, and I didn't really know anything about this, and I still don't. I did not read the blurb on the back before I started it on purpose, just because I wanted to go into it like with no knowledge. But it follows Rachel, and it's basically just like her growing up. Like, it starts kind of like in the present tense of like her like grown up, but then she flashes back and tells the story of her like 20s essentially. So the first bit has been like honestly like only a year of her life, like her final year of university, how she met her best friend, like her love life, her like trying to get a job. It's just like her growing up and becoming an adult. But Rachel is, of course, like, she just keeps making like silly, stupid like decisions. Like, she just kind of is like bumbling through life and like doesn't know what she's doing or where she wants to be. Like, she has no direction. And the book, I believe, is going to be her like figuring out her like direction, what she even wants in life. We'll see. I have no idea. I don't know what the Rachel incident is. Like, is there an actual incident that happens? I don't know. But it's good so far. Like I said, 40% in. My Kindle is telling me I have around 2 hours left of reading. It's 4:30. I'm going on a date at 6. So I'll probably read for another 45 minutes and then get ready for my date. So just wanted to give you a little heads up, because I believe the only other clip I filmed for this is my intro clip. So that's great. I'm also reading on my laptop, which is kind of silly, but like, you can go on like Amazon or like Kindle Cloud Reader or whatever, and you can read your books on your laptop. And so I've just been reading on my laptop. Like, the screen is just large, and I just push my little like arrow keys, it flips the pages for me. My Kindle is granted right there. Like, I could easily read on my Kindle as well, but I'm like laying down and I just was like using my laptop, and so I was like, whatever, I'll read on my laptop. So I've got another little bit to read. I will bring you along. That's all for now.
You got to let it go. You got to let it go. You got to let it.
Okay. We're in the car. I'm like 95, almost done through the Rachel incident. And I'm really enjoying it. Like, I wasn't sure if we were gonna go from her, like, past, like, her in her 20s in college all the way up to her current, like, time, because we spent a lot of time, like, I would say the first 80% were all, like, a year of her life in her 20s of her, like, figuring it out. And then we had, like, 10% of, like, a speed run through, like, the past, like, 5 years of, like, her in a new place, like, getting a job, like, all these things. So that's clearly not the important part. The important part was the, like, year in her 20s when she was figuring her ish out. So I will be finishing this book today. I'm, like, feeling like it's probably in the 4 range. Like, I don't think it's 5, but it is quite good. So we'll see how it ends, but I'm feeling around 4 stars for this. And I think it'll be good. I got myself a coffee. This is, I don't remember what it was called, but it's peach caramel. And it is really good. So this is the Well in Nashville. It's one of their seasonal drinks. There's one like less than 5 minutes from me, so it's my go-to, I would say. Plus there's lots of seating and free parking, which is always a plus. So now, lots of seating, but busy. Depending on when you go, there might not be any seats open because it's right next to Lipscomb University, and that when school's in session, all the students are there. So sometimes during the school year, it's like on a Saturday, you're not getting a seat. So anyway, I'm gonna go, but I'll be back to update you when I finish the Rachel incident. Hello. It's been a minute since we've chatted, but I finished the Rachel incident. That was Sunday. I talked to you then in the car, and it's now Thursday because I started Babel, which is book 3 for this video, and it's been slow moving. So I'm about 35% through Babel, and I'm enjoying it. There is a lot of, I feel like, extraneous information. Like the plot line, interesting. I'm intrigued by Robin and like how the professor that like adopted him, and like how he ended up at Oxford at Babel, and like the silver bars. But there's like, did we need to spend a whole 2 pages talking about how this word came to be and breaking it down? I don't think so, but we did. So it's kind of like getting through that to get to the parts that have a plot that are interesting to me. So I don't know. I'm reading it on my Kindle, but I'm also listening to it. So we are slowly but surely making our way through Babel. And I just haven't gotten on to update you because I feel like nothing's really happened, but I'm gonna do better about that at the end of this week. But I also haven't, like last night I had a date that went like late, and then I have a date tonight, so I've been dating, which is fun, but also means I'm not reading as much. So that's the update I need to give you about Babel. I'm about to leave for work. I need to leave for work, but didn't want to leave without giving you an update. So that's all for now. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
You got to let it go.
Oh my God. I need a moment and then I'll be back. Okay, so the commentary that I could have about colonization, colonialism, like language, the empire of England in this time, like, is crazy. I could read it again and get something totally different out of it. Like, there's so much in here to unpack that, like, there's no way that I could, like, describe to you what it was fully about. Like, and just the way that the world and, like, England, like, white English people at the time and now, like, look at those who are other or different as less than. Like, but they still want to use them and their culture and what they bring, but not celebrate those people or where they're from. My God. Anyway. Needless to say, that was 5 stars. It did take me a minute to, like, get into it, and there was some skimming that happened at the beginning when we were really getting into, like, them first at Babel with, like, lots of, like, lessons and stuff of, like, the professors. I was like, okay, I'm not a student at Babel. I don't need this lecture. I'm confused. But honestly, the last 50-60% were, like, go with, like, one thing after the next. Anyway, so I know it's hard to say, like, push through the first part. Like, a lot, like, the whole book spans over, like, 4 years of time. No, more than 4. Like, it's 4 years of school, and then he gets, I don't know, it spans over 4 years of them at Oxford, but also, like, Robin from, I think, age, like, 13 when he gets taken from Canton to England. I don't know how old he is when he goes to school. 16, 18? So lots of time happens in the book. So it's like we're kind of skimming through time, but also, like, really digging down into details. It's so interesting how that's done. Anyway, the amount of research and detail, like, the R.F. Kuang did is, like, crazy. I mean, I could not write this. This is truly, like, some of the best writing and, like, research and attention to detail. Like, the mind, it's just crazy. I cannot fathom thinking of this and writing this. And that's why I'm the reader and not the writer. And this was truly So good. 5 stars. So I texted my roommate a picture of me crying and just said, finish Babel. We'll see what she says, because she was like, I sobbed the last bit. So that's good. Anyway, that's going to be the end of this video. Thank you so much for following along. I did not do a great job of filming as I was reading, and I apologize for that, but there was a lot, and this was a lot. So I will see you next time for another video. Bye, guys.